Good evening. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another edition of SWAC Saturday. I am your host, SheLovesThee. I have a special guest tonight. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Braxton.
You want to tell some of your jokes?
Sure.
Okay. Like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. All right. Braxton has some jokes for you.
What goes up and down but never moves?
Say it again.
What goes up and down but never moves?
Here, you can put this on. Yeah.
What goes up and down but never moves?
I have absolutely no idea. Let's see if anybody can guess it, okay? Before you say anything.
Let's see what they get. No, it's not blood pressure. Anyone else? Is everyone... No.
Uh-oh. Hello, everybody.
No.
All right, tell them the answer.
A flight of stairs.
Oh, a flight of stairs. All right, look in your book and find another joke.
Where do heroes buy their food?
Oh, this is an easy one. Where do heroes buy their food? Y'all should be able to get this one.
No.
Oh, no, Jerome got it. Stairs. Yeah, he got it. Up.
Yep.
Give him a harder one. Open up the book.
Let me see.
That one was too easy.
How do you make a pirate mad?
How do you make a pirate mad? It's okay.
Okay. No, I moved.
How do you make a pirate mad? Miss Whitley, okay. Braxton be telling me these jokes and I'd be like, I don't know, baby. Why don't you tell me? So this is the last one, okay?
Okay.
You can come back in about 15, 20 minutes and tell some more jokes.
Okay.
So how do you make a pirate mad? Why are you doing all the ones that I already know? Take his treasure.
No.
Steal his boat.
No.
Go ahead and tell him.
When you take away the P.
Oh, do you guys get it? Take the P away from pirate.
Irate.
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 Aha! You doing all the ones you've already done for me. All right. Drunk. You take away the P. I know that's right. Uncle Jamal got one for your Brax. I know my ABCs, but I don't know why. Do the other one, the one that you did earlier.
Which one?
About dark.
Why is dark spelled with a K instead of a C?
Repeat it.
Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C?
Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? This is a good one. Hang on, I'm gonna make something.
Okay. Did y'all hear me? Yes, because you can't see in the dark.
Maybe that one was too easy.
Well, how? Wait on. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear?
Uh-oh. Jerome got them all. You're doing like the easiest ones.
What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? What did he say?
Okay, so now we're gonna ask another question. This is trivia. Who started the SWAC but hasn't won 10 games since the Civil Rights Movement? Braxton, do you know this one? Which SWAC school hasn't won 10 games since 1965? Take a guess. Say it out loud.
Is it Alcorn?
Oh, like who else, Brax? Guess again.
Let's see. If it's not Alcorn, FAMU. No.
FAMU hasn't even been in the SWAC that long.
Yeah, that's why they wouldn't take games, because they haven't been in the SWAC that long.
Lord have mercy. No, it's not FAMU. Go ahead and ask somebody else.
Yes, it's sneakers.
How did you know that?
Look,
Jerome got it back. He got it right again. Yeah, you did. You did get it right.
Hang on.
Jerome, they hating on you. All right. Okay.
Okay, I have another joke.
Wait, you ain't even here, hang on just a second. You still haven't answered the question about which school in the SWAC has not won 10 games
Oh my.
since 19 Oh,
You ate pee-pee?
oh my gosh, that was probably so, but no.
Um, let's see.
That was a good one.
Let's see. Is it perfume?
Ooh! Ding, 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 ding. The other cold and purple school. See, y'all ain't right. Y'all are not. Valley ain't won 10 games ever. Ooh, that is not true, y'all. That is not true. That is not true. Y'all are mean. All right, y'all. Look at you giggling. We want to say congratulations to the class of 2026. Congratulations. It is truly a honor and a privilege to be able to see all of these young men and women become alums of all of these illustrious schools. I love it. Yep, she got it because you can't see in the dark.
Okay, hold on. I have another. What do you call a ninja pig?
A ninja pig?
Yes.
Now you asking weird questions. Oh. Okay. So everybody, if you see a graduate, see an alum on your timeline, see a future see someone that recently graduated, always impart words of encouragement on these young men and women because
yes, pork chops.
How do you know? Dang, they know all your jokes. You can't even get off a nice joke without them knowing it. Make sure that you encourage them, right? Because the job market right now is absolutely terrible. You know, in terms of where we were at 20 years ago, with all the different programs that they have, basically with placement and stuff like that. Please impart words of encouragement on these young men and women who received their degree, whether they are planning on going back to school to go get their master's, if they already have their master's, are they going to get their doctorate, or if they're entering into the workforce, please impart words of encouragement on them. Your degree is something that no one can ever take away from you, and it's a huge milestone in your life. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
How does Saturn clean its rings?
Here, look right here.
How does Saturn clean its rings?
Yes, and also we had join the military. Whoa, who said join the military? No. Not at this time. All right. Congratulations also to all the future Tigers to announce their decision as well. Decision day was.
How does Saturn clean it?
Yes.
How does Saturn clean its rings?
How does the planet Saturn clean its rings? I know Jerome knows this one.
Oh.
He knows that one. Make sure also to impart words of encouragement on our future leaders of America. We have a lot of young students that committed to the Jackson State University. If you see their posts, make sure to welcome them and encourage them and recruit them just as you would if it were a student athlete. We're recruiting young men and women to come to Jackson State, even if they aren't student athletes, right? All right, go ahead and tell them the answer. Wait, no, wait a little bit longer.
Ooh.
Ooh. Why are you messing with my hair? All right, we have a lot to talk about tonight. So tonight's topics, we are going to be discussing the NCAA 5 and 5, and what you need to know in terms of eligibility and the changes that they're making. The NCAA has decided to expand to 76 teams. So we're going to break down what that means and how that could impact HBCUs.
I've been guessing.
Unstoppable said we saw eyes and then we didn't see nothing else. Like everybody was doing the eye emojis.
Are y'all done guessing? Are y'all done guessing?
Yes, they're done.
Okay.
Read the joke again.
How does Saturn clean its rings? How does Saturn clean its rings?
Tell the answer. Right here.
With a meteor shower.
Yeah, with a meteor shower.
What?
Only standby is for women's basketball. Okay. So I don't know about you, but I don't think that now is the time to be joining the military. Voluntarily. Yeah, go, please. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up the NCAA. Where is Mr. Ford at? I am kind of late, but Mr. Ford should definitely be here. Don't join coming from a veteran. Wait a minute, not from a vet. See, back when I was growing up, the VA was booming. Like, my aunt was a RN for ophthalmology for 20 plus years. My uncle worked in transportation. He basically picked up the veterans and he did that for 30 years. Like, literally. I know. Hey, Mr. Ford.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing? I guess I was
Okay.
muted.
Yeah,
How you
I'm
doing?
good. I'm doing all right. Doing good. Yeah.
That's good to hear. No, turn that off. Yeah, go charge that over there. Here,
How's Brock's doing? Brock's
over
doing
there.
good.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right. Rex, Mr. Ford's talking to you. Come to the camera.
Yes, I'm
Well,
good. I'm
Here,
good.
you
here, come to
you
the camera.
good, Brock? Okay. Now, how many more days you got in school?
14.
I think that's, yeah. uh, I'm 15, I think. Yeah. He gets out on what day?
14, the
Uh,
22nd, and it's
I get
early
out on,
release. Go look this up.
I think I get out on the 23rd. Is the May 23rd a Friday?
I thought 22nd was a Friday.
But that's the day I get out. I'm like him then. I get out on the 22nd then. I know I get out on a Friday.
Oh yeah, 22nd is on Friday, the 22nd. So the 22nd is
Yeah,
your last day.
yeah, that's my last day.
Mr.
Yeah.
Moore, did you hear about Spirit Airlines? Did you hear about Spirit?
No. What happened with Spirit?
Mr.
What,
Ford, they closed. They shut down.
was it today or this weekend? When did it happen?
I want to say that they made the announcement 2 days ago, but I think today was the last day that they had any type of flight movement. Like Spirit is no longer. They went under. I think they owed 500 million or something like that. And you
Uh-huh.
know that the government, in terms of bailouts, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. You know they weren't gonna bail them out. So
Well, no, America's what this country is everything that is going toward that war in the Persian Gulf. They want 1.4 trillion for the Persian Gulf for that war over there without Iran. So listen, ain't nothing gonna be done
Dre
domestic.
said, "Why are we?" Dre said, "Why are we sad over Spirit?" And the Delta Airlines had started price gouging immediately.
Oh yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that.
And then Jerome said that due to the rising oil and gas prices, they couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I can believe that too. Yeah,
But
yeah.
what they're saying is like that this isn't just Spirit that it's going to happen to. It's going to happen to some more airlines.
Yeah, remember, we're gonna go broke with this war. We've already spent 50 billion over in this with this thing with Iran. America's gonna go broke with this war.
I didn't hear anything else. I didn't hear anything else about Iran. They just stopped talking about it.
Well, that's just because they stopped talking about it. But listen, and you were saying about not joining the military. You got to remember now they're getting ready to bring back the draft. They're gonna be drafting people to go over there.
Not women. They need them women to stay at home and be barefoot and pregnant.
I don't know. We'll see.
This is
But
the
I know
most.
I know that they're gonna bring back the draft. They definitely gonna bring that draft back.
So, like, my question to this, because they're basically spending money that they don't have. I don't even know. You just give them, like, there's not actual money being exchanged. But why did they stop like covering the war? Like, we don't know what's going on.
Because it's so many things were going wrong. And when it comes with him, he doesn't like, he's lying. See, first of all, everything he said. You remember his first term? He told, I think it was the Washington Post was keeping up with all the lies he was telling. He was up to 24,000, and they stopped keeping up with it because everything he says is a lie. Whatever he says, assume the opposite. And so many things are going wrong over there that they don't want you to know that. Because one of the things that they're saying now is that the death count is off. That far more people have died over there when the hostilities initially jumped off than they were reporting.
Lord, have mercy. Oh, sorry, my son is messing outside. I know that Tim that did that. Raising fuel costs caused Spirit to go belly up. They probably didn't have that much of a profit margin anyway because everything is so stripped down. I mean, they had to take like flights like $70, $100. Like flights were really, really cheap to go.
Yeah. Hey, let me, I got to speak to my phone. Hey, Miss Whitley. Okay. Is Brandy on here?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, when Brandy comes, hey, Brandy. Lady T. Okay. What about Lady T? Okay. Miss Mary. Hey,
I saw
hey,
Miss
Miss.
Mary.
You didn't see Miss Mary?
No, I
Okay.
did see her. She spoke.
Okay. Hey, Miss Mary.
Miss
Hey, Miss Mary.
Mary.
Okay. And hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fine. Yeah.
Well, some good news that we have, of course,
Uh-huh.
is that a lot of young men and women took the stage today and they graduated. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I did see some of that
Right,
on my
Mr.
phone.
Ford?
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw Jackson State's graduation on my phone. I also saw Tennessee State's graduation.
Oh, you was able to see it
Yeah.
on your phone?
It came across. I could see. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Now you did something with Jackson State's, right? Didn't you show that?
I just posted it. I posted it,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
they had the graduation online, so you could view it
Yeah.
online if you wanted to. You could view it,
Right. Right.
and
Okay.
so I
Yeah.
posted it.
Yeah. And like I said, I saw something
Um,
about Tennessee State.
so what they did do this year is they did like break up the um graduation ceremonies. They broke them up, and that
Uh-huh.
way everybody was indoors basically at the AAC. So they broke it up
Okay.
into
Yeah. Okay.
different. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up pictures.
Okay. Okay.
And if you did not have a chance to see the graduation, you can rewatch it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
To me, Tremel Tillman was one of the speakers, and as you know, that Tremel Tillman, I want to say he recently had an, I don't know if it was Academy Award. I don't want to misspeak, but he did get a award recently for his acting role in a movie or a TV series.
Hmm.
And then another speaker was Jasmine Cersei Pate, and she used to be Miss Jackson State,
What year?
Miss JSU.
What
Ooh,
year?
that had to be, she's, I want to say she's like around 2009, 2010, because I was in school when she was Miss Jackson State.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what's she doing now? What is she doing now?
She is let me make sure I can say it correctly. I'm gonna say it correctly. She is a professor. Let me see. I'm getting ready to tell you all of them. I want to say she works at the University of Chicago. Make sure I'm saying it correctly. She's a licensed child psychologist and a clinical assistant professor of psychology. She currently works at the University of Illinois Chicago as the
Oh,
associate
okay.
director of OAPS, clinical assistant professor, and Office of Applied Psychological Services.
Yeah, she's in the Windy
She
City.
completed her bachelor's. She completed her bachelor's and graduate degrees at Jackson State University and
Right.
Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that? Okay. Unstoppable said it was 2007, 2008.
Right. That's when she was Miss Jackson State.
My, yeah. Come here. Give me that candy. Why are you even eating? Braxton's gotten to candy. See, this is why. Lord have mercy. As soon as I turn my head, you on here being messy. Oh, just messing.
Come to your computer.
It's messing up because of you.
It's messing up because of you.
It's messing up because
It's messing up because of you.
and is all right. I can't even see it.
You're frozen.
No, duh, it's your fault,
Open as a guest.
huh?
Go in as a guest.
No,
So I can tell
just be
everybody.
over here messing. Okay, y'all. Braxton be messing. Look at him. He's opening up candy.
Come to the computer.
Mr. Ford, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Braxton's being messy. Why are you even
You're
touching the
done.
candy?
Listen, now Braxton's how old, what's his age?
He is 8. He'll be 9 in June on June 4th.
Okay, I want you to start making sure he watches CNN 10. It's like a little 10 minutes of news for children. Make sure he watches that. It's called CNN 10.
I don't even watch CNN like that no more. Too much propaganda.
It is, but this thing is really good for children.
No.
It's like when I was growing up, we had something called the Weekly Reader, and it
Mm-hmm.
would keep you abreast of world news and
Ew.
news of
He watches CNN all the time with Nana.
yeah. Well,
Not this CNN.
tell him if he can't pull up that CNN 10, he might can pull that up on it. He's got his phone, right?
Oh no, he is on punishment. His phone is revoked for right now.
Oh,
Too much
okay.
YouTube.
All right, hold
You're
on.
right. He needs to do something because YouTube is not where it's at. You said CNN 10? Well, they ain't telling the real. They not telling us what's going on in Iran. They're not telling us what's really going on. I'm highly disappointed. We don't even know how many young men and women have perished. We don't know what's going on. What happened to the Strait of Hormuz? What's going on with that? Who owns it? They talking like America owns it now. I remember when I was in school, we had CNN News with Carl Azuz. I don't remember now. Do they still have Channel One News with Lisa Lang? Most of the reputable news people, they got rid of them.
Oh yeah.
I remember being in elementary school and we all had a copy of the Baton Rouge in class. We read certain stories, newspapers, and education. But Mr. Ford, what are we going to do with all this tainted media? Media now is tainted.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear us? Hello? 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 Hello?
I don't know.
Hello?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Yay!
All right.
Felt.
All right. Okay, let's start. Braxton, I'm ready to start. Let's talk about the NCAA, Mr. Ford.
Okay, let's go. Let's talk.
They're probably not even going to have the NCAA whenever you. Braxton, they want to know why you were on punishment.
What punishment?
You're grounded.
I don't know that.
Tell them why you grounded. What did you do?
Well,
Wait, no.
Why?
Hey, Mr. Ford, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm back. I had to make a little run there. I'm sorry.
Because I don't know what you're about to say, so don't say nothing. Okay, you're fine. No, you're fine. I was just, getting back to square one. Move. And Mr. Ford, we're getting ready to talk about the NCAA, which I know you're going to be like, the HBCUs, they need to make their own stuff.
Amen.
That's what you would say.
Amen,
Right,
baby.
Mr. Ford?
Self-determination. That's right. Because this ain't nothing but the rich gonna get rich and the poor gonna get poorer. And this new 76 or whatever, that ain't gonna do nothing. We're gonna still get one from the SWAC, one from the MEAC, and that's gonna be it. When I heard it, I wasn't excited, happy, none of that. Because like you said, listen, let them have theirs, I wish we could have ours.
Oh, guess who is a special guest in the chat tonight?
Me?
Who?
Dr. Kanisha.
Who?
Dr. Kanisha.
Dr.
Hey, Dr. Kanisha, you know we've been thinking about, how about them Vices now? Ask her how she loving Ted White. What's going on? How was spring? Y'all coming to Atlanta? They got to play Alabama A&M in Atlanta for the SWAC MEAC Challenge. I can't wait. I hope the Lord willing, I hope I can be there. Yeah, is she coming down? Huh?
Ted White has got her excited. They building something
Yeah,
over there.
I saw Ted's whole career at Howard.
All right. So let's talk about NCAA 5-and-5 eligibility model. This is effective for 2026 to 2027 age-based framework. I'm not a lawyer yet, but I do know that they do have like.
What do you mean not a lawyer yet?
I'm not a lawyer. Braxton, quiet.
Are you gonna be a lawyer?
Not no time soon. Not with you stressing me out.
You're gonna be a lawyer?
All right. So
Yeah,
I think there's gonna be a lot of lawsuits filed at the federal level. Just like you said, Mr. Ford, the NCAA comes up with new stuff every other week.
Well, now let me just tell you this. Let me tell you this. See, the NCAA is losing. They're hemorrhaging money. They have no teeth. The only schools they can bully are the HBCUs and the mid-level schools. And so whatever idea they can do, they're going to do it because they're trying to keep from losing money. Because everybody knows if you want to make a big amount of money, just sue the NCAA. They lose every case. Just sue them and you'll get you a lot of money. Because I still say in the next 2 to 3 years, the Power 4, Power 5 conferences are going to dismiss the NCAA. They're going to show them the door.
Well, Dr. Kanisha said that she loves some Ted White, and she's got to talk to him about his time as a player and playing JHU in the vet.
Yeah, I was there when he came to the vet. I remember that. Yeah, he went against that boy.
So, who did he go against, Mr. Ford?
His name was Pratt.
Which quarterback did
the quarterback for Jackson State was named Pratt. This is when Cat Morris and Rashad Anderson was on Jackson State's football team. Great Galen Pratt, something like. Hey, somebody, when you JSU historians, what's his name? His name was Pratt. I know he's from Michigan. What was his name? Was it Graylon Pratt or something?
You over here pulling out some history.
Yeah, he was. He went against Ted White.
His name was Graylon Pratt. He's actually the quarterback's coach, or he was the quarterback's coach at Texas Southern.
That's him.
Great.
He was originally from Michigan, I think. Hey, what part of Michigan was he from? He was from Michigan. He wasn't really tall. He was. I don't even know if he was 6 feet tall. But he played with Cat Morris and with Rashad Anderson.
They said, Mr. Ford, you're the historian. It said Graylon Pratt is a former standout quarterback for the Jackson State University Tigers from 1994 to 1997.
Mm-hmm.
He's recognized as one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the school's football history.
Yeah, I remember. Where was he? Michigan? Where was he from? Because y'all had a pipeline in Michigan during that time. There were a lot of kids coming down from Michigan to go to Jackson State and to play football.
Before he became the starting quarterback in 1995, leading the team to its first undefeated season since 1988. He led Jackson State to the 1996 Black College National Championship and their 15th SWAC championship, finishing with a 10-2 record, named the 1996 SWAC Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Darkside said he thinks he was from
Big Daddy was the coach then, wasn't it? Wasn't it Big Daddy?
Mr. Ford.
Coach Carson.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, I thought it was Big Daddy was the coach out there then.
They said that he was from Grand Rapids, Michigan, possibly.
That's right. Yeah, I think so. That's right. Yeah, I knew.
Ted White was the quarterback too.
Yeah, Ted was the quarterback at Howard. His head coach was Steve Wilson. Ted was actually from Baton Rouge. He was his high school was Glen Oaks. He was Glen Oaks. Yeah, he was big time, man. They called him Sweet Flight. Ted White. He was something else. Yeah, I followed his career. He was something else, man. He came after I got other guy that's with Tiffany Green. What's his name? Jay Walker. It was Jay Walker. Then after Jay Walker left Howard, it was Ted White.
Okay.
Yeah, they came from DC to the vet. I was at that game. Yeah, they came down to the vet.
Okay. So there's a lot of history there, and that'll be interesting to see. Maybe Dr. Kenesha can get Howard versus Jackson State home and home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So under the old model, you had 4 seasons in 5 years, and it included red shirts and waivers, medical red shirts, and then red shirts like if you only played 4 games and you were a freshman. The new model, it's 5 seasons in 5 years, and every season counts. The clock starts at high school graduation or turning age 19, whichever comes first. What athletes gain? So a full 5th season to play. Basketball, 1 game no longer burns a full year. Simpler, more predictable eligibility rules. And football, you play all 5 years without saving a red shirt. What athletes lose? Red shirt seasons are eliminated. Medical hardship waivers are eliminated. The clock runs during prep year. Post-grad transfer loophole is closed. So there was a time when if you had already graduated with your bachelor's degree, you could transfer at any time. You remember you would see like grad transfers entering the portal at any time, that's going to be closed.
Okay. Okay.
All 5 years are used consecutively. No partial game exceptions from 2026 to 2027 season onward. You do not get a chance to take a break and then come back. After your 5 years runs out, it's gone. The narrow exceptions that they have are religious mission, active military service, pregnancy. It says that injuries are not included, Mr. Ford.
They're not included?
Yes, not included.
Mm.
So, like, if you, God forbid, tear your ACL or injure and you are a junior and you have to sit out for the rest of your junior year, you
Right.
do not get that year back.
Okay.
Open legal questions are JUCO seasons versus the clock. So if you go JUCO first, does that count against your 5 seasons? Players cut by spring 2026. You know, a lot of times spring football, they cut a lot of players.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, baby. That's
Dual-
year-end evaluations.
Another one is dual enrollment clock start. So, you know, some students they already get credits while they're in high school. And sometimes they can be counted as by the time they actually get to college, a freshman or a sophomore. So that's a legal question that they might have to ask is, well, you know, if I'm already enrolled in college, is that count against my eligibility? Retroactivity cutoff. Athletes whose eligibility expire by spring 2026 do not receive a retroactive 5th year. Only athletes with eligibility remaining entering the 2026-2027 benefit from the new model. So basically, the student athletes who exhaust their eligibility this year, let's say they've played for 4 years and they're trying to gain an extra year, they do not get to benefit from that. And that's where a lot of student athletes are mad because they're saying that we've had to go against COVID and we had to go against super seniors and double seniors, and they've been getting their 5th and 6th year, and now we don't get a chance to get ours. Transfer rule. 1 transfer before graduation, 1 additional after earning a 4-year degree. Both transfers must fall within the 5-year eligibility window. Look at all this, Mr. Ford, that they're trying to enact.
Well, this is what Nick Saban wants, because he was saying that it's too chaotic, too many people jumping from place to place, and so this is what he went up there and begged Trump about. So I guess this is what they wanted. I think he's saying that they needed to cut down on all the movement and too much chaos and too much confusion. Because this is really, to me, this is pre-NIL. That's all it is. They just going back to the old model. The only thing is they're giving them 5 years. I guess it's 5 years to play, right?
Well, they're not giving out medical red shirts, though, Mr. Ford.
Oh, okay.
And usually, if you get so, the next question is, how could this possibly impact HBCUs, right? Because or HBCUs and JUCO, right? That would be a question to ask, because the reason why we were able to benefit off of this is because they were able to transfer instead of sitting out. They were able to come to an HBCU after maybe being at the FBS level, at being at the JUCO level. So how do you think this will impact HBCUs? Because we've opened up, as everything has opened up in terms of being able to move how you want, the NIL. A lot of people are saying it's chaotic, but Mr. Ford, I think I would agree that since the desegregation era, and then where they started pillaging all of the talent out of HBCUs. This is probably, like you said, a renaissance for HBCUs, right, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, yeah. I still think it's a golden era. I still say that it started maybe what 2021 or 2022. We still riding it because, like I told you before, I thought last year was a very exciting season, but right now I feel like 2026 is going to be even better. I really do. I think it's going to be better.
I think this all was kind of like a snowball effect from when Deion Sanders got Travis Hunter to go to Jackson State.
Yeah, that played a big part.
And
Yeah,
Kevin Coleman, Shador's like bringing all of those talented student athletes to Jackson State, and then all of them being drafted later on. But the point is that he kind of let them know, like, hey, this is the model for which student athletes can still make it to the, you can make it from anywhere. That was his misnomer, was if you play good, you know, they'll find you, right? And that messed up.
He didn't, that's been said 50 and 60 years ago. They were saying that 50 and 60 years ago. Okay. I don't want to sit here and give him too much credit, okay? Because, you know,
I'm not giving him credit. I'm talking about giving him credit for that. I'm talking, that's not credit. That's, if anything, that's showing the negative impact of Deion Sanders doing what he did. Because the reason why Nick Saban said, oh, no, I got to get up out of here, is because he was used to folks just sitting on the bench for 2 and 3 years. Yeah, they got a bag full of money or they got a car, but he was used to having kids sit still. And, you know, they're not sitting still anymore. They're moving all over the place. He couldn't keep up with that, because now you're affecting my cash cow, right?
Yeah.
You don't think so, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like I said,
you're trying to rebalance it back the way it
was. We're getting better, and I think we're gonna get a whole lot better. You know, just I remember 2 or 3 years ago, I was hoping and praying for something like SEC TV, and now we got SWAC TV. I was hoping and praying that, you know, they stop playing them during Thursday games and play the big time games on Saturday so that people could see the big games in the SWAC. We got that. So, you know, like I told you before, and I just said it, I just think this 2026 season is just going to be super. I really do, with the new additions, you know, the new people we got, you know, all these years, Prairie View has been a sleeping giant. Now Prairie View is, you know, they look like they want to go back to the old Billy Dix days. They want to be dominant. You know, I feel good about what's happening in Jackson. I feel good about what's happening down on the Bluff in Baton Rouge, you know, at Grambling, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Florida A&M. You know, it's just, things are just really looking up. You know, it's just really looking up. I'm telling people, now this is my personal opinion, next year we're going to have 2 and 3 classic games every week. You know, we're going to have big time games every week. Yeah.
So I wanted to highlight how it could possibly affect HBCUs. So one of the things is you'll have less time to develop and recover. No more red shirts. So you're not going to be able to keep folks that are a freshman. Their clock is ticking. You know, a lot of young high school students, they go ahead and they commit to these schools, but their clock is now running. You cannot have a red shirt. There's going to be more pressure for performance and production expected early. You're going to be expected to produce as a freshman. Folks are going to be leaning on you. Freshmen and sophomore, you need to be able to produce. HBCUs may struggle with depth and recruitment retention. So that's why it's so important, Mr. Ford, for the HBCUs to be on their P's and Q's in everything, right?
Yeah, but
In
always
APR,
remember we are very resilient people. Whatever
right.
we will always flourish. We will always do well. Listen, like I said, I'm very optimistic about um, SWAC football, like HBCU football going forward. I really am.
So
Uh,
what happens next will depend on resources, support, and of course, adaptation. So some of the positive impacts are younger players are going to get on the field faster, right, Mr. Ford?
yeah,
So I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
we've been utilizing the transfer portal in the sense that we've gotten already developed players and they're making a move from FBS to FCS. Now HBCUs are going to be recruiting. Do you think they'll recruit more high school students or less with the 5-year clock? That's
I think they would. It depends on the coaches, but I think most of the coaches will continue to look at the older player, the player who has at least 1, 2, 3 years of experience. But at the same time, you're going to see more of a look at the high school. From what I'm hearing, like I think Southern is going to play a lot of freshmen this year. I might be wrong, but I think yeah, they plan on playing some freshmen. They're going to play a lot of freshmen. I don't know offensive. I know they're going to play them on defense, but I think that most of the coaches are still going to look at the more seasoned player, the guy that's been around a year or two and that kind of thing. I think they're going to still do that.
now you telling me something new here, talking about Southern is going to be utilizing a lot of freshmen.
Yeah, I think they're going because you saw them kids they got. Did you see that? They got some big time. I'm talking about some kids that were being recruited by Power 4, Power 5 schools, and they were able to convince them kids to come to Southern. Them kids ain't going to Southern to sit on no bench. Marshall Faulk them gonna play them kids. I don't. They might not start, but they gonna play. They gonna play now. You'll see. Them
So we're
kids
going to
gonna
do a
play.
poll. Do you
Uh-huh.
think the NCAA 5-5 will impact HBCUs negatively or positively? Type 1 in the chat for negative, 2 for positive, and 3 for it will be the same. We have a poll going on, Mr. Ford,
Oh yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I hear it.
on whether or not we think that the NCAA 5-5 will impact HBCUs negatively or positively. Type your answer in the chat. 1 for negative, 2 for positive, 3 for it will be the same. Mr. Ford, I'm surprised that Southern went and got a whole bunch of freshmen.
Well, I mean, it's some really good high school football in New Orleans and the surrounding area, and he was able to tap into a lot of them kids that would have, you know, naturally gone to LSU, Alabama, Mississippi, uh, Texas A&M, Baylor, and so he's convinced some of them kids to come to Southern. And so I'm telling you, I don't believe that he bringing them kids there to sit down. Them kids are gonna play.
Well, they choose. Okay, so there's one team that I know, and you guys just type the number. So type 1 in the chat if you think that the NCAA 5-5. If you think it's negative, you just type the number 1. If you think it's positive, type 2. And if you think that it will be the same, nothing will change, then type 3. You just type the number in the chat. But Mr. Ford,
Uh-huh.
I would think that the team that has done really well with bringing in a young team and still been able to turn into W's is Alabama State. I mean, they haven't made it to the SWAC championship yet, but they had a young team the year before last. You remember that, Mr. Ford? Stop.
What was that
Okay.
team?
Yeah. Now, was that the team with the? Was that Andrew about his first year there was that the team you talking about? When he got hurt down in Miami?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they did. I thought they overachieved with the fact that they lost what, 2 quarterbacks, or because
3
they went
quarters.
with a kid, they had a little kind of small kid at quarterback the whole year.
Yeah, because he was a wide receiver. He wasn't
Right,
quarterback.
that's him. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, yeah, I thought they overachieved. I did. I thought they overachieved
Saying
that
that,
year.
like, in terms of being able to actually do production. So Jackson State, we definitely take freshmen. Definitely, absolutely. And we develop them. And they're playing in their first year. We've had so
Yeah.
many freshman of the year awards. It's ridiculous. I want to say Shador Sanders won it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kevin Coleman won it.
Yeah.
Jared Lockhart, was he freshman or he was newcomer? Jared Lockhart, um, Travis Terrell, his
Yeah.
freshman year. So Jackson State has produced and had our freshmen playing on the field uh straight out the gate,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
And
Mhm.
taking it to SWAC championship celebration bowl. So that's one thing that I can highlight about Jackson State is we're not a stranger to utilizing freshman players. We had some offensive linemen that had to step up their freshman year.
Right. Uh-huh.
The freshmen that we recruit, they can start.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think that for Jackson State, this NCAA 5-5 won't change anything because of the way that they recruit. They usually recruit highly touted, developed, championship caliber freshmen.
Right.
Which is why it's interesting. Like, I can't wait to see if Fry gets to play, because it looks like he's one of those type, and Sammy Dunn as well. But we have Lockhart on our team and he's ready to take the challenge, of course, leading the way. But we have such talented depth in terms of freshmen that are on our team, and they're ready to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see this. If they implement this, I don't see this changing a whole lot as far as the kind of talent we're gonna get.
Also, Mr. Ford, yes, I did. Do you know that our quarterback, our QB1, actually is also um, on track and field?
Okay.
Okay,
He's a
lock.
javelin. He's a javelin thrower. He throws a
Oh, okay.
javelin.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's
Yeah.
a multi-sport athlete. Um, and let me see. Does it say what? It doesn't say what he does. Let me see. But he's a javelin thrower.
Listen, track and field always benefits football. Always.
And he placed third in their most recent track
Now,
track
what's
and
his
field.
event? What's his event? You said he throws the javelin.
Javelin.
Oh
Yeah, he
yeah.
throws the javelin.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah.
Oh, not he said I'm gonna be on all 3 cylinders. I'm getting ready to be working.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Track,
Let
track
me,
always benefits football.
what happened now?
I said track always benefits football.
It says in the field offense, Jared Lockhart finished third in the first meet of his college career, throwing for a distance of 51.68 meters in the javelin event.
Okay.
Okay, he placed third.
Okay.
And as you know, SWAC championship, I think that's May 10th. But also, we have another SWAC championship coming up.
Is that baseball?
Softball.
Oh yeah, that's right. Softball. Yeah. Now y'all won it last year, right?
And the year before that, too. Just FYI.
Yeah. So yeah, this is you going for a 3-peat.
Yeah, we're going for a three-peat.
Okay. Yeah.
FAMU did win regular season softball.
What this year?
Yes.
Yeah,
It
because they.
actually starts
Yeah.
this Tuesday.
And what's the location? Where are they?
They're going to be in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Oh, that's a beautiful place. Gulfport is beautiful.
It's going to be Tuesday, May 5th through Friday, May 8th. Let's take a look at this tournament bracket.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
And see what's
Now Southern's girls was doing real good. They didn't win it, but they didn't they do really good this year?
They were undefeated at home. They was doing pretty decent too. Yep, they sure was.
Yeah.
It's going to be very competitive. Very
Yeah,
competitive.
so it's gonna be Jackson, Southern, FAM. Now, was it Prairie View or Texas Southern who was really good in women's softball? Was it Prairie View?
Prairie View good in softball too.
I think it was either Prairie View or Texas Southern. Somebody out of Texas was good in women's softball. Look and see if you can see it.
All right, I'm gonna look at the seeds and see.
Yeah. See, look, well, it might have been Prairie View.
I think it was Prairie View.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think they did pretty good.
Okay, they're coming up on the.
Because they divided East and West, right? Aren't they divided like that?
Yes, they are. They are.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually have it seeded yet. It just says
Okay.
East number 2 versus West number 3. And I want to say, let me look up the seedings. Wait. Okay. I think we might be.
Let's take a watch on Netflix.
I think we might be seated second in the East. And you're right. Prairie View did clinch the West.
Okay.
It says the top 3 and 4 seeds from both divisions go to the tournament. Prairie View is number 1 in the West, and Texas Southern is also good.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They said Gulfport ain't that beautiful, Mr. Ford. They said Gulfport ain't that beautiful.
When I was at Grambling, I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was nice. I had a chance to go down there with some students from Grambling who lived there. I thought it was beautiful.
You thought it was beautiful?
Yeah, the beachfront. Yeah, but they said it's a hood beach.
Oh, you went to the beach?
Yeah, and they had some really nice. They had some really nice.
It was a hood beach.
You see right there, is that resilient? He said it's a hood beach.
Oh Lord!
But listen, they in the hotels they had some of the nicest the buffets and all were just great.
Stop hating on the Mississippi Coastal. Stop hating on Gulfport.
Yeah, that's right. Stop hating on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Yeah.
Not they don't get in the They said they don't get in the water.
It says
all right, I got it. They don't get in the water.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's look this up. It says Florida A&M clinched East. Prairie View did clinch in the West. Southern is second in the West, Mr. Ford. Third is Texas Southern. And then fourth is UAPB. And then on East side, Florida A&M is first. Jackson State is second. Bethune-Cookman is third. And Alabama State is 4th. I will tell you, based on the numbers, they are very, very close.
Right.
Prairie View actually has the better overall in terms of conference play overall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you think Jackson will win it again?
After the statement he made yesterday, I mean last year when he was like, "This is my field," he's like, "This is my." Basically, he's saying, "Damn it, this is his softball field."
Was it
I
Jackson's
don't know.
coach? Who said that? Was that Jackson's coach?
Coach. Yes, he's basically like, if I don't know nothing else, damn it, I know this is my field. And
yeah, so you picking them to win it or something? Who you picking to win it?
I'm not picking nothing to do nothing. I'm not about to say nothing. We're gonna be competitive. In the words of Dave, we'll be competitive.
Oh yeah, it should be a really good tournament. There's some good teams down there.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's all of the overall records are so close, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, yeah. So I say that's gonna be a really good tournament.
So it says that number 2 seed plays number 3. So I think we start out playing Texas Southern.
Oh, okay. Y'all play Texas. Okay.
Yeah. And then it says number 1 plays number 4. Florida A&M is going to play UAPB and knock them off real quick.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, it says West number 1 plays East number 4. So Prairie View is going to play Alabama State.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it says, so I think it's really anybody's game, Mr. Ford. These are some close matchups.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight down there. It's gonna be a dogfight.
Everybody, we will be on Unc Orange's channel for the commentary. And also, of course, you can turn it on SWAC TV. So you can turn it on SWAC TV, mute it, and then be up in Unc's chat clowning and cutting up. The last 3 years we came in second in the regular season, but came out the top in the tournament. You hear that, Mr. Ford?
Now who was that?
We came out second
in
our East Division, but we always come out on top in the tournament.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah. Okay.
JTV is calling a 3-peat now.
Okay.
I know we don't want Alabama State to win. That's for sure. We don't want them to come close because they're so close in the Commissioner Cup, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, it's like they own that Commissioner's Cup.
I mean, we're up here bragging about golf, and we did not, we've got some work to do. It was the first year for golf, and we're still building.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention that Jackson State is, of course, doing our Get Your Damn Tickets. We're promoting that. And you want to know what, Mr. Ford?
That's football. Is that football season tickets?
Yes. And guess how many tickets we've sold?
How many?
Just guess. We want to sell 10,000. Guess how many we've sold so far?
7?
No.
8,000?
Ah, shit, I wish.
Well, 5,000?
4,109 tickets sold so far, Mr. Ford.
Okay, you could still get to, because y'all got a good home schedule. Because y'all got Southern coming in, Tuskegee. Okay, you got.
It is no.
We
have so many home games.
Your home schedule. Call out your home schedule.
Okay, I'm getting ready to pull it up now. Okay, Mr. Ford, because this is a steal. Getting the season tickets this year, it makes sense. Like financially, economically, it just makes sense to get your season tickets. And you have so many highlight games that you could buy your season tickets, and even if you don't use them, Yes, baby. Yeah, come tell them that. Don't tell me. Yeah. So you have 5 home games. Well,
Yeah.
of course, if we could do SWAC. Okay, go ahead and tell them.
Get your season tickets.
I know that's right, Braxton.
Oh yeah.
We've got Edward Waters,
Uh-huh.
Tuskegee. Ow,
Right.
why are you doing that? Edward Waters is at home on September 5th. That's the Hope Labor Day Classic. Then we got the W.C. Gordon Classic with Tuskegee.
Right.
Then we got Sutton. Sutton is
Yeah,
coming.
that's gonna be a biggie, baby.
And it's a night game, Mr. Ford.
Oh, that's gonna be a biggie. That's gonna be a biggie. Oh yeah. Marshall Falk comes to the vet.
Falk around and find out about this.
Yeah, baby. Come to the vet. Marshall Falk and the boys.
Marshall Falk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marshall Falk, baby.
Homecoming with Florida A&M.
Oh, that's a biggie. That's a biggie.
It's a biggie because it's homecoming.
Yeah, and then y'all got them rappers coming in there.
Mr. Ford, FAMU is everybody's homecoming team is coming
I
here.
know it, baby. Hey, I hope that's a big game. I want to see a big crowd for that.
Mm. And how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th one at? We got Valley. Oh, we got Valley.
Okay, Valley at the vet.
Yeah, you know they turn out to see the little brother, our little
yeah.
Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Valley be coming up in there blowing down. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
They try. I guess they have a new sheriff in town in terms of
the band.
The band. So we'll see if they're still blowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mr. Moore said we're not excited to see the Falcon Jaguars. Well, Mr. Moore, if it's gonna be fresh, if it's gonna be freshman, boy,
get your season tickets.
You're gonna be introduced to the legacy of the Jackson State Tigers. How many years has it been, Mr. Ford, since Southern has beat Jackson State? It's been so long.
Yeah, but let me ask you, what's the price of season tickets for Jackson State?
I know that's right. Get your season tickets. So let me go to the website. I want to say it's 110. It starts at $110.
Yeah, that's a bargain. Man.
I remember when people were getting on Jackson State saying, well, no wonder you are able to sell out. It's like y'all can't sell out if you're charging $50 or $200. You guys can't sell out. Season tickets began at $110 for youth general admission, $170 for general admission. Reserve seating is sold at $235 this season, and box seats are $300.
Oh, that'd be good prices.
And then, of course, you know that they got to get their parking passes during the 2026 season. It begins at $135 for the general lot.
Right.
Car tailgate lot will be sold at $560 this year. RV tailgate lot is $810. Corporate car tailgate is on sale for $1,010, and then of course corporate RV tailgate is on sale for $1,510.
Hey, that's hey baby. That's some good prices.
So it's $170 for general admission, and then for like kids it's $110, which is for 5 for youth. That's pretty good. So let me see.
That's real good. That's real good.
That's $34 per ticket.
I'm just telling you, that's really great. Everything you called out is good.
Especially if it's including homecoming and
Um,
it's including homecoming and the Boombox Classic.
and the park, like I said, I like when you can get good parking passes. Man,
Yeah, so we are trying to get to, of course, they always have a goal of 10,000 tickets.
yeah.
I'm wondering, do they have Afterpay on there? Excuse me.
E.
They'll be selling until July 31st. Stop, Braxton.
My thumbnail.
Until July 31st.
Yeah, that's how much that's when the cutoff is for season tickets.
Okay, yeah.
Get your season tickets.
Mhm.
Oh, it's the home side that's between 110 to 170. Visitor side, which is just basically, and then home reserved is 235.
Oh yeah.
And you can do that at impacttickets.com. Let me see.
What you think about Jackson State and Howard University meeting in Chicago?
Jackson State and who?
Howard University.
I think that's like a Chicago classic. I
Yeah.
think that I think that they should, but they're not. For some reason, I don't know the logistics of the Chicago Classic, but we haven't been able to get anywhere with them. So I don't know if that's something that, it needs to be somebody else that's over that or what.
Well, I'll give you another one. What about Jackson State and Howard University meet in Indianapolis at the what's that? You know, that classic that's in Indianapolis. What do you call that?
I don't know.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Ooh, you want to hear something else? The ticket price includes a $5 donation that supports JSU athletics, the Sonic Boom, and various student athlete activities. So they're
There it is.
using some of it for NIL.
Thank you, Unstoppable. It's the Circle City. Circle City Classic, Jackson State versus Howard at the Circle City Classic.
I think it should be in Chicago, just because we have a really
Yeah, because they're
huge.
only like 80 miles apart, aren't they? Hey, somebody from the Midwest. How far is Chicago from Indianapolis? Isn't it like 80 miles? Miss Miss Whitley, you a
You said
Midwesterner?
Indianapolis from Chicago is only 80 miles. Indianapolis
How,
is even
how,
closer for me.
how
Oh,
far how far is Indianapolis from Chicago, Illinois?
let's do Chi-Town, Mr. Ford.
Either one, because they got that dome in Indianapolis, and they got what's it called? Lucas? Isn't it Lucas? Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody said 183 miles. I thought it was shorter than that. Okay, but that's not bad. 183 miles. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I just know that we have a
yeah, Miss Whitley. I was just,
very
3 hour drive. Okay, 3 hour drive. Okay.
large base in Chicago.
Huh?
We have a very large alumni base in Chicago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, without a
That's
doubt.
one of the biggest alumni chapters nationwide is Chicago. But I like Chicago, but we've been trying to get at the Chicago Classic. It seems like we need to do something on our own. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe that the game that
Hey,
they
let me
have.
get what about this one? What about Howard and Howard and Jackson State meeting in Atlanta? What do we think about that?
No.
No, you don't want to?
No.
That'd be close to you.
There are no, it's not. How about they meet in Charlotte?
From Charlotte to Atlanta is what?
Howard and Jackson State in Charlotte. They can come here.
Yeah, they could come there. That's right.
They can come here for the
But
Queen
them
City.
people ain't gonna let nobody play there but A&T and Central and probably South Carolina State. That's all they gonna let come in the Charlotte.
Hey, Brother Jerome.
Hey, do y'all love and what's going on, Mr. Ford?
Hey man, how you doing? Good to hear
I'm
from you.
good. Yes, sir. You ready for the school to end to end out?
Huh?
You ready for the end of the school year?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Brother Jerome, I am. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of my friends who are educators are definitely looking forward to that summer break. So
Yeah,
thank you for all you do, Mr. Ford.
Huh?
I said thank you for all you do.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I know you heard Spike is going around the country. This is, I can't remember what year it is, but this is like a thing with him. He's doing it was called School Days. And he's going, I think he's been to Atlanta. I missed it. I wish I mean, School Days to me was just so historical, and it just told so many truths that had been hid. And I just thought, man, I was a big fan of Spike's, that during that 80s period when he was putting the movies out. And I was thinking about you then. I said, I know if he comes to Charlotte with it, I know you'll be there. But he's been going around the country with that, they showing, has it been 38 years? Because the movie came out of 88 or 89? Was it 88?
I feel like it was 88 because I remember one of the scenes, they had a school dance and EU was playing the butt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Sonic Boom played the butt like in 88. So I think 87, 88, yeah.
And he's been going around the country, and it's because I mean, quiet as it's kept, the Black Illuminati down there wasn't happy with him with School Day. Did you know that?
I didn't know. Oh yeah. And,
yeah, they were upset with him.
The black school? I beg your pardon. The black school?
The Black Power structure here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, it was School Days and The Color Purple. That got a lot of folks upset during the year.
It upset me. That Color Purple upset me. But I thought that he did a brilliant job with School Days. I thought he did a great job because, that was a lot of my college, career. The things he was talking about, I knew what he was talking about. I knew just what he was talking about.
So what is he doing? Is he doing like a symposium going around different cities?
Yeah, they showing the movie. I think he's been to DC. I think he's done something at Howard. I think he did something down here. And then, like you said, it's questions and answers and people talking about it. Because I thought it raised a lot of eyebrows, and because it came out in 80. Because at the time I was living in South Georgia, I came to Atlanta to see the movie, and I just thought he did a great job with it. Now the best one of all to me, and I tell everybody this, was "Do the Right Thing." "Do the Right Thing" was just awesome. Yeah. That was awesome, man. But that school was heavy too.
Yeah, we definitely need to get back to some of those more conscious movies. And,
yes.
But to your point about,
remember all them stars he had, because he had in School Days he had Lawrence Fishburne. The brother he played Adam Clayton Powell in the movie. I'm not the movie, but that series with Forrest Whitaker about Bumpy Johnson. What that brother's real good. He was in School Days. The girl that was Martin Lawrence's girlfriend and Martin, what's her name? Campbell. She was in it.
Yeah, Tisha Campbell.
He always puts together a star cast. That's one thing I got to give Spike Lee credit for. He puts, Phyllis Hyman was in School
Yeah,
Days.
Phyllis
You
Hyman. And
know?
I recently found out she was the first cousin of Earl Hyman, the grandfather from the Cosby Show.
Oh, for
They
real?
Yeah, Earl Hyman, he's originally from Rocky Mount and North
Oh,
Carolina. And she's got her roots are in North Carolina. But yeah, Phyllis Hyman and Earl Hyman, the first cousins.
hey, there he is right there. Bruh, Allen. Is that Giancarlo Esposito? How do you say that?
Oh yeah, that's was he the Brazilian brother?
He
He also
played he played an awesome role in School Days. He and Lawrence Fishburne were kind of like rivals. Remember,
yeah, I want to say
they had some hellacious scenes together.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
they had some hellacious scenes together.
He had a really long career. I want to say he played on Get on the Bus for
Yeah,
the Million Man March. And
yeah.
I think he was on Living Single. He had some runs on a lot of black shows in the
Oh, this
90s.
guy, you're
Um,
right. Now, this guy here, this Esposito, that guy's really good, man. He was in
oh yeah.
Do the Right Thing.
Oh yeah.
He
Now
was in
now
that.
now to your point though about Chicago, we would love to go back to Chicago. We haven't been back since 2001. And Chicago is like North Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
There's
that's right.
Jackson State fans up there, but to that brother's point in the chat, we definitely need to get. They need to get some other people in charge of whoever's promoting the event and providing, the financial kickback to the schools, particularly
Right,
Jackson State. That needs to be a better package because you're not going to get Jackson State to Chicago on bad terms. It's got to be lucrative for the schools. So,
right.
Chicago, man, they got a lot. It's like a lot of long money in that city, so it shouldn't be a hard sell to get investors at the table to put up some money because Jackson State and any other HBCU will pack out that stadium in
Yeah,
addition
yeah,
to any other events going
yeah.
on that weekend. So, but yeah, Indianapolis, man, my sophomore year, I want to say it was the 30th annual when we played FAMU in '03.
I remember
Uh,
that. I saw that on television.
yeah, I want to say there was about 59,000 people in the dome, the Hoosier Dome. By the time halftime came, man, you should have seen it. It was wall to wall black folk.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
it used to be a very top tier event, for Black America still during that time. But I think just the matchups that they started to bring in kind of caused a decline in attendance.
Right.
But if you're trying to get some of the heavyweight Black college programs to some of those cities, there's got to be enough investors at the table to lure those teams in. So we'll see. But we
But
definitely need to get back up.
a Black preacher out of Indianapolis actually started the Circle City, but he died from cancer. And after
Mm,
he died, it was like a leadership vacuum. And like you said, it
mm,
kind of went down. I thought it was kind of coming back with that. Remember, they had the Kentucky State Jackson game, and then they had
right.
a Grambling Alcorn game. And I thought it was coming back, but it didn't really, come back like I thought it would. Because at one time, that was one of the biggest football
Yeah.
games in HBCU football. That Circle City Classic, that was big time.
And people will come across the country, man. I'm talking about
Yeah,
celebrities, Black folk.
yeah,
I remember in '03 for the parade, the Grand Marshal was Boris Kojo.
yeah.
And
I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was. So we were the last band, and he was right behind us
right.
as we marched in the parade. And after the parade, he got out the car. He was real approachable, took pictures with all of us and whatnot. But there was always a lot of celebrities that would come
Oh, yeah.
to that event. So, but what you think about like maybe number one, because A&T's new chancellor, he's doing a lot of cleaning. Like he's cleaned
I
house
heard. I
across
heard.
that university, from the AD to the band director. So do you think this might be a sign they might be they be looking to get back to the MEAC. What you think?
I'm hoping and praying. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. It just makes all the sense in the world. They trying to be in a world that doesn't belong to them, that they don't belong. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they come back to their senses. And I want to say this, brother, you so right. That was his name. He was Big Brother Almighty. That's right. Listen, that was a classic movie, man. You know what? I don't think Spike got nothing for that, but he should have got something for School Days. School
Oh,
Days
yeah.
was heavy, man. That was a
It was-
heavy movie.
And you know, all his movies were so conscious, and there were a couple of other movies that kind of followed his lead. I don't know if you remember a movie in the '90s called Higher Learning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was John
you know,
Singleton, wasn't it?
yeah, that was John Singleton.
John Singleton. Yeah, that had the girl that Tyra Banks and them was in that.
Yes. And I would love for us as Black Americans to get back to those conscious movies as well as conscious music that
Oh,
we
yeah.
really enjoyed, you know, with Lauryn Hill and,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, the kind of neo soul era, the early 2000s. I would love for us to get back to that because I think I just have my thoughts on that. But we'll
Oh, I
see.
love that. That brother was heavy too. That John Singleton was a heavy brother, man.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was a heavy guy, man. Yeah, you know, I
Now, let me
loved his.
ask you,
He did Rosewood, right? Didn't John
You
Singleton?
snuck that in there that the chancellor was cleaning house, and you said from the AD. I thought the AD retired.
You
I
can
mean,
call it
from my
whatever.
understanding,
He out the door.
from my understanding, his contract was not renewed by the
Yeah,
champion.
listen, that was 3 years too late, 3 or 4 years too late.
Oh, you
Well,
dropped tea.
Well, you know, I'll give him his props now
Oh
because
yeah,
this past homecoming, he led a alumni driven kind of a capital campaign for athletics, and their alumni raised what was it? It was like over $700,000 or $800,000 they presented during homecoming. Raised a lot of money. They generated a lot of money under his leadership. Probably the most successful. Yeah, probably the most successful AD A&T has had in quite some time.
he was.
I just think that, you know, he catches a lot of flack because of that move out of the MEAC. But truth be told, that was the decision of their former chancellor, Harold Martin.
Yeah, Dr.
He
Martin.
was, yeah, he was kind of following the lead of what's the brother?
Slick Harvey.
Yeah, Dr. Harvey, you know.
Slick Harvey, yeah.
And, you know, but I definitely think it's time. I think for any person in administration, I think 10 years is a good run. After 10 years, you kind of become stagnant, you know, and people want to see new, fresh faces and new ideas. But yeah, I think it's time for A&T to go going back to the MEAC.
Yes, and reclaim their glory. Because
They said
remember, they got 4 celebration wins, man.
They said
Yeah.
between Hampton and North Carolina A&T, and this was an A&T alum, they said that they only have 1 winning season in between the two of them since they left the MEAC in football.
And who
And you know,
was that Hampton?
that-
Who's got to win the season?
It was North Carolina A&T in the Big South. I think they were
Okay,
like
okay,
lost
the Big
that
South.
game.
Okay.
They were getting ready to clinch the championship game.
Right. Okay.
you know, this would have been a really good time for us to put A&T back on the schedule because I definitely want to get out. You know, we played A&T from 01 to 03. I would love for us to get our league back. But hopefully we can.
They are not going to let that happen. They will not let that happen. Okay. They're not
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's crazy because during that era, like A&T was not scheduling like HBC, like, you know, SWAC schools or during that. Well, I take that back. They did schedule Tennessee State I think last year they played, and then Tennessee State returns that game, I think next year to Greensboro. But for the most part, yeah, A&T has been scheduling a lot of non-conference PWIs, some D2 schools. But I would have loved to have played A&T in this era.
Oh yeah.
You would have.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just want to stump a mud hole in them.
I sure do.
Yeah, I would like to see it, and I wanted to happen in Charlotte,
Oh yeah,
downtown Charlotte, in that big stadium y'all got.
And they still gonna
absolutely.
be talking.
Yeah,
Man,
but I want, like I said, I want to see that mud hole. That's what I want to see, that mud hole. That's why
man,
I'm
do you
just
know?
hoping y'all. I want y'all to beat the dog shit out of Tennessee State in August here, because I don't want to hear nothing else from them either. I want y'all to go up there and beat the dog shit out of them and say, yeah, this is what the SWAC is all about.
That's right.
Oh goodness gracious. Um, where would you like Jackson State to play in the next classic? Type you can look at the screen. It's in the top right corner. The question, like the polls are no longer in the chat, they're on the screen. And so then all you have to do is type 1 for Charlotte, North Carolina, 2 for Chicago, Illinois, 3 for let's head back to Las Vegas, or 4 for Houston, Texas. I want to go to Charlotte. Charlotte.
Yeah, to
I
bring
do
them
wanna
on the
see it.
east, yeah, on the East Coast. Yeah, I would like for them to come to Charlotte too, but I would like for them to play A&T. And I got nothing against Central, but I would like for it to be A&T.
Yeah, I would like for Jackson State to do two things. You know, number one, of course, continue to this kind of trend of going around the country, kind of playing games where we're able to reconnect with fan bases that have kind of, kind of fell off,
Yeah.
whether it's in the Midwest or in Vegas or the East Coast. I
Mm-hmm.
think that'll be really helpful for recruitment of students as well as student athletes and reconnecting with donors. But number two, wherever we play, I want it to be lucrative, very lucrative for Jackson State. I think anything less than 500,000 after expenses, we shouldn't entertain.
Right.
So whether we go to, DC or Charlotte, we go to Indianapolis, wherever, or back to Vegas, we need to make sure we have the right people at the table to negotiate for Jackson State to get what we're worth.
Dre said that they paid us only $100,000 to go to Vegas, and we spent $300,000 sending the boom.
See, like it just like who's at the table?
They played. Listen,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to have lawyers looking over those contracts. I know that you're just gonna have to have lawyers, and if it don't make money, it don't make sense. There's no reason why you couldn't walk away from that classic with at least, I'll say, 500,000 to 650 in the clear.
Hey, is this
and
true
here's
right
the-
here? This guy's saying FAMU versus Jackson State and Chicago. Now, is that he's just saying that, or is that's actual fact?
he's just saying that.
Oh, he's just saying that. Okay.
You know that FAMU
Now-
wants Jackson State to go over there and beat their ass again in Tallahassee.
Now, I'll say this though, right, guys? Like any other major market that we go to, whether it's back to Vegas or LA or Charlotte, we got to have the right folk at the table for partnerships. Like, so I don't want JSU just to go home with a $500,000 check. I want us to be intentional when we're in those markets by establishing MOUs with maybe some community colleges, or establishing some pipelines for internships, or even some corporate sponsorships in some of these large. Because again, a lot of these bigger cities and bigger markets have deep pockets and old money. So your executive team from the university as well as athletics, you want to make sure you have some sharks at that table in your group who can really make sure that we walk away with some things that'll be advantageous long term for the institution.
Look right here. Somebody said this is this twins? He said the payout should be 800,000 to 1 million. Our brand is worth that at a minimum. Bro, I think it should be higher than that.
Me too.
I think it should start at 1 million, maybe start at 2 million.
Because you remember Mr. Ford and Simona, what was it, Tennessee State 2 or 3 years ago, they played Notre Dame and they walked away with like 1.7 million, 1.9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, and we're talking about 100,000 to go to, man, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, and 1 million should be the minimum.
Yeah, it should be the minimum.
Yeah.
And that's after expenses.
Yeah, that should be the minimum. Because when Jerry Jones brings them teams to Dallas for that, he brings like sometime at the beginning of the season, he'll bring 2 college teams to he gives both of them teams $4 million.
Wow.
He gives both of them schools whatever. He usually gives them $4 million. Huh?
What game is that? Jerry Rice. You talking about
He has
Mississippi
an
Valley State?
Don't you remember, like it was Southern Cal played somebody in Dallas? It was a year or 2 ago. When was that, bro, Brooks? Was it about 2 years ago?
I want to see. I remember they had like a kickoff classic.
He paid both of them schools $4 million.
Yeah, I remember Southern Cal played, I think Alabama.
I think so too.
Yeah,
he paid both of them $4 million apiece.
But I want to backtrack. $100,000 in Vegas, y'all. I don't know who was at the table, but that would explain as to why Grambling decided not to move their home game. Because if they found out that Jackson State only got 100,000, and they said, hell, we probably make 9 times that playing Jackson State at home. That doesn't make a lot of sense. So, all I'm gonna say is, kudos to A&T's new chancellor for surveying the land and his 12 months of being there and making some executive decisions. I'll say that.
And I hope, like you said, I'm hoping and praying that he has enough sense to go back to the MEAC, despite that foolishness that Dave and them talking. Because I'm quite sure they losing money. That dope talk he be talking, like he high.
I think
about NCAA. Well, they did say they make more money because they're able to make local deals, local media rights deals. They're able to show their games on like antenna TV. So is that something that the MEAC is willing to restructure in them coming back to the MEAC? Are you willing to allow local media rights deals?
Hey, you know what I always say? Combine the MEAC and the SWAC.
No, I can't.
Combine the MEAC and the SWAC, and then let's go get 2 more teams, make it a 20-team league with Dr. Charles McClellan as commissioner.
Charles McClellan is not trying to be stressed out.
Hey,
with all them egos and personalities, I don't know, Mr. Ford. I said, I don't know if you got the McClellan.
Dave and crew have made it clear the mindset of North Carolina A&T and Hampton. They have moved on from the black schools from an athletic perspective.
They haven't, because they still schedule black schools.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
That'd be their main schedule. They're always trying to talk about Jackson State's schedule and the SWAC schedule. All of their out of conference games are black matchups.
And that's about money. That's money.
Exactly.
That's about money. That's about money.
Why? Because they're not.
Because I talk to the fans. They got a bunch of A&T graduates here in Atlanta who don't even go up there. They all pissed off. Yeah. They don't go to the homecoming anymore because they mad.
Yeah. And that's the thing, y'all. Like, Dave is an outlier. He doesn't represent what the majority of Aggie alumni feel. Because I have a lot of friends who are Aggies as well. And they've always hated this move. And they made it very clear, even though it was the decision of the former chancellor to make that move out of the MEAC, they still held his feet to the fire, and they were willing to see how it went, but they're upset. And
the ones down here, the one game that they were really upset about was the Howard game, because most of them, the people I'm talking with were older people. They all said that the big rivalry with A&T was A&T Howard going up to BC Howard's homecoming, Howard coming to North Carolina A&T's homecoming. And they were really pissed about it.
Yeah, that rivalry has a lot of historical reference as well.
Yeah.
And it would always draw big crowds. But again, I don't fault A&T alumni because you can just tell. And here's the thing, right? They haven't been in the MEAC since 2019, and then we went into COVID. Here we are in 2026. So you're looking at 7-8 seasons of not being in the MEAC. You've lost like 2 generations of Aggies that have experienced, that HBCU conference culture. So, they can't continue this any further. Otherwise, they're going to jeopardize being in the same boat as Tennessee State.
Yeah.
The whitewashing of HBCU culture and athletics? Are you saying that they're going to lose their fan base?
Absolutely.
I think they've already lost it.
I think they have. Their fans will show up. Now, let's be clear, right? When A&T was winning and dominating in the MEAC, their fan base wasn't on the level of Jackson State, Alcorn. It was East Coast good. It was good for the East Coast. But to be honest, in the 90s, early 2000s, A&T's fan base was very much like a SWAC school. But the more they began to, and it's a broader topic, but at that time, Chancellor Rennick at A&T and President Mason at Jackson State, they were both facing a proposition to essentially take advantage of all the land that they owned around the school and push those folks out and begin to build. President Mason felt like it would be too big of a PR move, a bad PR move, so he never pulled the trigger. But Chancellor Rennick did at A&T, and it allowed them to really massively grow, have a lot of development around the university. But essentially what happened was they lost a lot of fans. A&T used to have a really great relationship with the communities that they directly served as far as a fan base. But once they started making those moves, the fans the older fans kind of started to fall back. Folks from the hood, they stopped going to the game. So, and plus it didn't help that they were losing at that time as well. So, but yeah.
So they disenfranchised their base.
Pretty much. As far as that's why I say the thing about Jackson State that's so beautiful and Southern, some of the schools, we've always had a great relationship with the communities that we served, not just in West Jackson, but really all of Central Mississippi and abroad. Jackson State has always had programs, and a lot of the research dollars that we received essentially would be funneled right back into those communities, which kind of strengthened that fan base. But when you impede upon some of those communities that live around the school, it can have an adverse effect. And I think that's what we saw with A&T.
I know that the majority of a lot of people talk about Jackson State's fan base, but the majority, when you look at the number of people that show up for these Jackson State games, it's the community, it's the alums, it's people who've never even attended Jackson State but still have a love for the school. There is a wide investment, so it's not just the students. It's
and to your point, Timona, a lot of people fail to realize that Jackson State had a infirmary / kind of hospital on campus. The building is still there. It sits to the left of the library, but that was the only space, I believe, in Central Mississippi or broader Jackson that would serve, Black folks with respect to maternity. And a lot of Black babies were born on Jackson State's campus. As a matter of fact, one of whom, Russell Wilson's father, he was born on Jackson State's campus. He's actually currently writing a book about his time at Jackson State with respect to his father, Dr. Wilson, who was a professor
and basketball coach.
As well as
became president of Norfolk.
Yeah, he was also an athletic director at Jackson State.
Yeah, and he brought Big John Merritt there, who was his cousin.
Mm-hmm. And to that point, because I believe he pledged Kappa at Kentucky State. There was some connections with John Merritt and some other folks.
Yeah, they were first
from
cousins.
the-
Yeah,
yeah. So, that's part of the reason why Jackson State was able to develop. And to your point, Timon, that fan base. There was a lot of Black folk in Central Mississippi born on the campus of Jackson State. And in addition to us, of course, providing a great quality product when it comes to academics and athletics, the empowerment, it just morphed into this monster. And I think it's not too late for a lot of other HBCUs to kind of follow that model. If you want to build up your fan base, you gotta invest back into those communities.
Yeah, and the main thing was you're in the capital city. Like you said, you're in Central. Everybody can get there in a short amount of time. There were a lot of advantages for the fact that Jackson State was in Jackson, Mississippi. Also, that was during the 50s and 60s, that was the political power of Black people in Mississippi, was Jackson, Mississippi.
That's right.
Yeah.
The more you know. I would prefer Birmingham over Mobile for sure. Did you see that this classic, I think that it's hosted by the SWAC, Southern versus Alabama State.
I loved it.
By the SWAC.
Yeah, that was the classic that we were supposed to be in, right? The SWAC Classic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They postponed it for a little while, and when Dion left, they decided not to do it anymore. So they're bringing it back.
Yeah, I would prefer Birmingham as well. I think Mobile's a great city. I just think that it hasn't really caught on as fast as I think Birmingham would.
Right.
Well, with Birmingham, they've got a larger airport, larger population, more hotels.
Legion Field.
Yeah, Legion Field. And honestly, kind of judging both of the stadiums, Legion Field compared to Lab People's, they're both kind of declining, but I think overall the package in Birmingham, especially with distance for A&M and Jackson State, well, what would you say from Jackson to Birmingham? Isn't that 3 hours? So it's probably the same distance in Mobile. But we would still get a lot of Jackson State fans coming from Atlanta, those that can drive down from Nashville. There's a lot of JSU alums in Huntsville. So yeah.
Edwin Moore says Southern versus Bama State in Mobile goes back to the 80s when Marino, the Godfather Cassim, became Southern's AD from his and Houston Markham's relationship.
Oh, yeah. I told you I met Houston Markham. Did I tell you that?
No, you did not.
I met him.
I just saw, speaking of him, he's being inducted posthumously into the Alabama State Hall of Fame. Yeah. And he was a Jackson State alum. And if I'm not mistaken,
I thought he's Alcorn State.
I thought he went to Jackson State.
No, he went to Alcorn. He coached he coached under W.C. Gordon. He was his offense coordinator, but he was a graduate of Alcorn. He became a high school legend coach in Vicksburg, I think it was.
Somebody look that up for me. I thought
But he was an Alcorn graduate.
Okay.
Markham was an Alcorn graduate, and he became a big-time high school coach in Vicksburg. And then W.C. Gordon brought him to Jackson and put him on that staff. Because Gordon, he went around, he got all them high school coaches. He brought a lot of guys in.
Okay. What do you think about St. Louis? Is that still a viable venue?
Yeah, don't they have a dome stadium?
Yeah, I know the Rams used to play there, but I don't know if it's still being used.
I thought that what's that? Rocks League, don't they have a team in St. Louis?
The Battle Hawk, ain't it? Ain't the St. Louis Battle Hawk?
Yes, it is.
No. How would you know?
I think they do. I think they have a team in St. Louis.
I think it's the St. Louis Battle Hawks.
Yeah, I remember back in the 90s and early mid 2000s, there was a classic there. I think it was the Gateway Classic.
Yeah, that's right.
And
That's
you know,
right.
UAPB would be the
Yeah,
host team. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
that's right.
and there'll be a lot of folks from Arkansas, Memphis, Chicago that will
Mhm,
come down and support that
mhm.
game.
Yeah. You know, historically, a lot of people from the South would move to St. Louis from Mississippi, even Georgia, Alabama, Texas. They would move to St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
That was back in the 30s and 40s and even in the 50s. They had a
And
really large black population in St. Louis, but a lot of the people were Southerners. Because you know
right.
the Maya Angelou story, remember she was in Arkansas, but she spent time in St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It seems like they kind of followed the Mississippi River a little
right.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
recently found out that what's the brother's name with the voice who played Mufasa? Um, James Earl
James Earl
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah, I recently found out he was born in Mississippi,
Right. Yeah, that's
and
right. He was born in Mississippi. Yeah.
his
Oh,
people migrated up to Michigan.
yeah.
Well, so I
And
think a
what
lot of
about
the
the other homeboy, Morgan Freeman? I think is a
yeah.
Mississippi. You know, he's going around the country telling people not to talk about Black history.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. So he's telling us not to talk about Black history.
What?
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. He's he's
Ah,
he's he he, he says that we don't need to be discussing Black history.
well, this has been an interesting conversation.
Clean, clean. I'm cleaning off the bed.
Do you have anything else you want to discuss before we
Yes.
get up out of here?
Why get you out of here?
Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting to see this kind of play, what's going on with South Carolina State. I kind of felt it was a setup from the get go, and I really want other HBCU alumni and presidents to kind of be cognizant of the play that these folks are trying to cook up regarding HBCUs. I mean, I'll say this, you know, South Carolina, a lot of people, you know, Mississippi gets a bad rep when it comes to racism and prejudice, but South Carolina is, in my opinion, always been worse than Mississippi.
Yeah.
And when you look at the fact that South Carolina State is the state's only public HBCU and how grossly underfunded it is,
Right.
uh, it kind of is it shows kind of it's like a temperature gauge of how racist that state is. But we've got to be cognizant of, and our students do. They got to be cognizant of how we react to certain things.
How we carry ourselves. There is no
Yeah,
protesting. Like, I don't know. I've been on, and I know that folks want to, you know, use their right to protest and the freedom of speech. But now is really not the time to try to be exercising those types of things. Like,
Well,
they'll
let me
they'll
let me
call martial law immediately. They'll, you know, just like they're now calling meetings trying to figure out how they can defund South Carolina State, even though you guys have been underfunding them
right.
for decades.
well,
Now,
see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The shocker for the power structure in this country was that those students stood up and told them that lady's not coming here. That's the shocker. Because with all the things they've done, all the money they've stolen from South Carolina State and given to Coastal Carolina and all them other schools,
Mhm.
they thought that them children was just beat down. And what they found out, that those young people still had a lot of resiliency, and they basically stood up and told the power structure in South Carolina and the power structure in this country, that white woman ain't coming here.
I
And I
don't think
don't
it.
care what y'all say.
I don't think she was planning on coming anyway. Just like
Yeah,
Jerome
she was
said,
coming. She was coming.
you
Yeah,
they
she
knew that
was. She was
the
coming.
reaction. No, that
Yeah, she was
she knew
coming
what the
because
reaction
she's
would
running for
be.
office. She was going to come and was going to, and basically what she was going to do was insult them people to their faces. But them kids basically stood up and told them she ain't coming here. And that's the shock of the whole thing. Because even though a lot of people say we are destroyed people, there's still a lot of us that are not destroyed. I'm serious. There's a lot of us is not destroyed.
That's why you have to vote. Like, I don't know. I feel like these protests are setups for them making an excuse to do, like, for instance, saying we're going to defund South Carolina State.
I mean, they've been hurling threats at us for 500 years.
But they've been.
Okay,
But
them people been waging war on us for 500 years. That ain't nothing new.
But
Okay,
this is now they're in a golden spot to actually follow through with all of those threats, which is why they're stopping elections that already have votes in to literally redraw maps.
well, so one of the things you need to understand is the reason they hurling all them threats is because they losing power. Okay, the white power structure is coming down, and that's why they hurling threats at everybody.
But we're not the demographic that is a threat to that structure. But that's a deeper conversation. But I will say during this era that we're in, this is time for us as HBCUs to have our best and brightest minds at the table. No more no more. Whoever was at the again, I'm still stuck on that $100,000 payout from Vegas. That's asinine. But in this season, we've got to have the best and brightest alums and stakeholders at all of our tables to strategize the way that they strategize. Because a lot of times we're only thinking 5 to 10 years ahead, while they're thinking 40 to 50 years ahead. And we've got to have those bright minds at the table to be intentional with respect to how we move from athletics to academics to funding, et cetera, enrollment. This is not the time for, I'm trying to be nice, decisions that are not conducive to our communities. I'll say that. We need to do the ANC chancellor route and begin to survey the land across our campuses. And we need to start getting rid of people that are holding our institutions back. And quite frankly, some of these people might be y'all's favorites, but these are facts over feelings. And we've got to look out for the longevity of our institutions.
Preach, Jerome. Not one lie was told.
Mr. Ford, when you come back to Charlotte?
Huh?
When you come back to Charlotte?
As soon as school is over, I need to come up there and see some of my family. So
Okay.
as soon as I think I'm getting out on the 22nd of May. So I want to, hopefully I can get to Charlotte maybe the first week in June.
First week, okay. Well, there's a lot of concerts and festivals going on around that time. I think my alumni chapter, we're hosting a kind of a cookout send-off for our students and alums on the 13th. So if you're in the area, you're more than welcome to come through.
Now, let me tell you, when I come to Charlotte, I like to walk downtown. There's a Trader Joe's down there I like to visit, but there's a museum downtown Charlotte that I love going to. And then there's a farmer's market on the south end of Charlotte I love going to. And so usually I don't really get out at night. Usually I'm with my family at night, but when I do come out, I like to go downtown Charlotte. I like to walk around. And like I said, what's the name of that museum downtown?
There's a couple of them. You got the Levine Center and you got the Harvey Gantt Museum.
I think the Harvey Gantt is the one I've been to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been to the Harvey Gantt.
The next time you go, man, there's typically a display about the Second Ward and the Brooklyn neighborhood. I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but most of Uptown Charlotte used to be majority Black.
Okay.
It was called Brooklyn, Second Ward, and it had a historically Black high school, plenty of churches and businesses and a movie theater, etc. But after desegregation, ushered in, of course, urban renewal, and it leveled, urban renewal destroyed, I would say 99% of that community. There's about 2 buildings still left from Brooklyn in Uptown, but I don't know if you know what the NASCAR Hall of Fame is, or
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So all of that was,
Atlanta tried to get that.
yeah,
And
so all of
Charlotte
that,
won out. Yeah.
yeah, that whole area was Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But if you go to the Levine Center or Harvey Gantt, you'll see some exhibits in there about that community. But yeah, man, definitely safe travels. Hit me up anytime you in city, man. I'll take you out for lunch, man.
Yeah. Well, let me give you this last stat before I go. There's a guy at Tulane. His name is I want to say, is it Tim Wise? He does talks about cultural America. But anyway, he said this week they were talking about Tulsa, Black Wall Street. He says at one time there were 200 Wall Street type Black communities in America, and all of them were destroyed.
All of them.
All of them were destroyed. So
Yeah,
listen.
Charlotte was one of them, and Charlotte and Durham.
So was Durham. Durham was one of them.
Yeah,
Where Michael Jordan is from. They had what they did to those people, they actually did a war crime on those people. It was the federal government, the state government, and the local government. It was Wilmington. It was called the Wilmington Massacre.
Oh yeah.
And it was done because of the prosperity of the Black community.
Oh yeah. And to your point, in Durham, it was called the Hates High community. And what's James E. Shepard, the founder of North Carolina Central.
Right.
He was the spearhead of all of that development with like North Carolina Mutual, where it was a Black-owned insurance company and bank. A lot of Black banks in Charlotte, in North Carolina. But Charlotte and Durham had a very strong relationship as far as the Black communities, and they did a lot of commerce and exchange. But yeah, they suffered urban renewal as well. They built I-85 right through the Utah community. And you see the same thing that happened in Buffalo, New York, and Syracuse, and Chicago's Black Bottom, Detroit.
That's right.
So,
now, one statement he made that I was not aware of. He says that Black Wall Street or Black Tulsa was the richest city in America. That included New York, Philadelphia, Chicago. When they destroyed the richest city in America. Yeah. Now, I did not know that. Yeah.
That must what they said in the chat. Charlotte feels like a corporate city. It is very much so a corporate city.
It's a banking city, isn't it? Isn't that where the banks are?
Yeah, banking, technology, etc. It's by design. They don't want Charlotte, the powers that be don't want Charlotte to be a tourist city, but there are still a lot of things in Uptown that you can, that would attract tourists to the city and enjoy, but it's not a city like Atlanta or DC where there's like a lot of touristy spots or a lot of huge entertainment aspects.
Right.
But it's a great place for Black professionals to grow their career and for upward mobility. I think Charlotte is second to Atlanta for the number of Black millionaires. So it's a great place to grow and build. But if you're looking to turn up, there's some spots in Charlotte you can, but we're not a turn up city like that.
I mean, what kind of turn up is Mr. Moore trying to do? They got 40 and up.
But now I know I read an article, this has been a few months back, of people who are moving from the north to the south, and they said that Charlotte, it was Nashville, Atlanta, Birmingham, even Jackson, and some other cities in the south were their main destinations. Those
Yeah,
were
man.
definitely the city. So now I know they said that Nashville is booming, but the problem with Nashville is that the public school system is very weak.
Mm,
Yeah, and then the other thing they talked about that was an advantage for Charlotte was Charlotte's airport is now international.
right.
Yeah,
And South Carolina, man, there's a couple of videos on YouTube and TikTok talking about the number of folks from New Jersey that have kind of invaded central South Carolina and like the low country.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
South Carolina is kind of booming, like from Greenville to Columbia. It's definitely growing, especially upstate. There was a brother in the chat that asked if Charlotte's on the water. It's not on a major river. There's a huge
Lake
uh,
Norman, which is
yeah,
man-made, and Lake
Lake Norman and Lake Wiley, and there's a river not too far from Charlotte, but nothing like the Mississippi River, or like Ohio River, anything like that.
Well, listen, good people. Y'all have a good night. And when are you
Before-
coming back, Mr. Mona? When are you coming back?
next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Okay. Okay. All right. So Miss Whitley, bye-bye. Miss Mary, Dr. Kanisha, Lady T, Brandy. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Mr. Ford.
Okay. Have a great one now.
You too.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on, Mr. Ford and Jerome.
Yes, ma'am. We're doing the after party with the music on.
Oh, you want to do an after party? After set.
Hey,
All right. Let me set the after set up. We're going to the juke joint, y'all.
what'd you say to the juke joint?
Yeah, we're going to the juke joint. We can go to the juke joint for 15, 20 minutes.
That'll be some standing.
Listening to some
Music.
Simone,
not
have you
gonna
seen
be-
Michael yet?
no, Braxton went and saw it already. So
Go what?
Okay.
I think we're gonna go see it again tomorrow.
Go what?
Are we gonna go see it tomorrow? The after party. I'm still trying to adjust for this. So we're just gonna do a small juke joint.
All right.
You're not invited, Braxton. You can't come.
Simone, make sure you go see Michael, man. That was a really good movie.
Yes, I want to go see it. Okay.
All right, I'll see y'all over there.
All right. Bye.
Bye
You're not going.
bye.
You're not invited. You gotta be 25 and up.
What?
Yeah, you gotta be 25 and up.
Well, what if I die before I put the
Why would you say that?
What if I die before 25 though?
Well, you're not, but you are gonna go to bed before you turn 25. You're gonna be going to bed before you turn 8 3/4. Oh. This yeah, I'm juke joint.
So I just get to sit here watching.
No, you cannot be over here while listening to. It's like can.
Look at you. Like you. That looks more like a vampire than a wolf.
Set this party, y'all. Move.
Hey, let me at least put my feet on it.
Please don't.
What?
All right, let me put this juke joint on here.
Juke joint.
Braxton.
Let me join.
No.
Can I join on my phone? Can I join on my life?
No, you cannot.
Can I join us? So why can the dog be on juke joint? I can't. The dog. Why can't he be on? I can't.
But no, sleep like you should be. Put this up on. The juke joint.
Y'all, you can they can't hear you.
No, Mr. Moore, I'm not getting
I sure look like it.
because I'm sleepy because of you. You made me sleepy.
Yeah, that's why she goes.
I am. Y'all, we're going to the juke joint. Give me a second.
The juke joint.
Move!
Please. Yeah, that's right.
What is wrong with you?
It's mocking us. Don't mock me.
It's not mocking. It's just showing. Can you sing? Okay, you can do your jokes now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We got to improve jokes. Okay, guys. Today we got some improved jokes.
Okay. I got some good jokes. Braxton, tell it so I can turn this music on.
Okay. Let's see. Why do you have to keep an eye on our teachers at all times?
Why do you do what, baby?
Why do you have to keep an eye on our teachers at all times?
Why do you have to keep an eye on our teachers at all time?
Yes.
I don't know why.
Because they're crafty.
What? Do a different one.
Okay. Where do you keep a skeleton?
In the closet.
In a rib cage.
Yeah, man, hey, write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I can say.
He made it big time, Willie. Willie! Willie! He gone! Willie!
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I want to know the clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so much pain? But He knows what's best for me. Although my will So I just say thank you, Lord.